Alright guys, we're back. Blueprint reading section 3, page 104. Oh boy. Okay, so I think we're just going to do this page alone because this gets a little tricky. So let's read exactly what they're asking for. It says, surface and centerline relationships must be understood to properly execute the setup. These relationships act as important starting points and measurements for accuracy. So let's pay attention to what we have first. Let's get familiar with what we have. Item 1 is a 2-foot bearing boss or 2-foot pipe. Got a hole in it. Item 2 is a 3-foot bearing boss. Item 3, a 2-foot bearing boss. Item 4, base plate. Item 5, frame long. Item 6, frame short. So let's locate all of our parts. Here is item 1. Here's item 2. Item 3. Item 4 is this base plate down here. Item 5 is this frame that goes all the way around. And item 6, let's see here, is that short part, I think. We'll have to look. Then also notice, though, we have a section. Now notice how the section goes. It goes here. It cuts through the center of here. It jogs down, cuts through the center of here, jogs down, and cuts through the center of here so that we can see the center of all of these bosses, or the center of these pipes, okay? So now here's our section AA. Ta-da! Now what does it show us? Okay, here's our section lines. It shows us they have been imaginarily cut so that we can see how it sits. So it looks like these pipes actually sit on the center of this frame, and then there's a little like frame that goes along on both sides. That's what it looks like, right? Okay, so let's look. So it says in the section view. So they're asking about the section view only. The vertical relationship between the 3 bosses and the frame must be maintained. The lower horizontal surface of items 1, 2, 3, and 5 must be in alignment with item 4, a surface-to-surface relationship. So what is the dimension between the lower horizontal surface of item 4 and item 2? Okay, so let's find item 4. Item 4 is our base plate, and item 2 is the bearing boss. And he says the lower, so the bottom, right, to the item 4, to the base plate. So I'm going to follow this out in 2 different directions, okay? So because I have extension lines that come out in 2 different directions. I have one that goes this way and this way. So it shows me the height here. That's not what I'm looking for yet. Okay, I'm going to go this way, and then I'm going to see it has another one that goes here. So, well, that looks like my base plate. So I think I would use this 1 foot 6 inches because it's going from the bottom, and it says the bottom, the lower surface is a 4 and item 2. So I think I would use that. Okay. The dimension between the lower horizontal surface of item 4 and items 1 and 3. Well, item 1 and 3 look like they're pretty much together, okay? So let's look. So here's item 1. And let's see, where's item 3? Item 3 is here, but so we're going to have to make the assumption that they're in line, as it looks like. So I think I would use this, okay, because this is the lower dimension of that. And these are pretty together, right? Okay. The distance between the lower horizontal surface of 4 and 5. Where's 5? Here's 4, here's 5. Well, here's the bottom of 4, and this looks like this is the outside of that frame. So I would go and use this. Okay. All right. Now, if the lower horizontal surfaces of the items are aligned, the upper surfaces are also aligned. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can do one more. Okay. So in the top view, the relationship between the 3 bosses and the frame must be maintained. The lower surface of item 5 acts as reference to a line 1, 2, and 3, surface to center. Okay, they're giving us hints here. Okie dokie, so it says the dimension between the outside surface of item 5 and the center of item 1. Well, we know that 5 is this frame right here, right? And we need the center of item 1. Okay, so here's item 1. So we need to look at the center here, right? To item 5. So let's see here. Here's the center of 2. Here is the center of 3. Okay, so we can do this in a couple of different ways. So we can go, well, from the center of 2 to the outside surface of 5 is 8 feet, right? From the center to center of 1 to 5 is 6 feet. So we can take and we can minus this dimension, which will give us this right here. There's probably another way to do this as well. So the dimension between the outside surface of 5 and the center of 1, or we can go from the bottom of 5 to here. Okay, so there's different ways to look at things. I would probably choose this second one. Okay, all right. The dimension between the outside surface of item 5 and the center of 2. Well, 5, 2. Follow it down. All right. How about the next one? Outside surface of 5 and the center of 3. Here's the center of 3 and 5. Okay, follow it down. All right, guys, as always, take care.